Welcome to a Coles Come Shop with me. This is our last week for the 4-week spend. So we're going to grab some bananas. I just grabbed a whole pile, so I'll show you at the end. Grabbed 2 packets of strawberries, 2 for $5. I spent forever trying to look for the ones that looked good. I did get the 2 different brands in the end. I was going to grab some carrots, and then I saw that the quirky ones down the bottom, price per kilo, were cheaper, so I grabbed a bag of these. I think I grabbed 2 bags and had to put one back later, so I'll show you that. Couldn't resist the croissants. I try and not to spend any more than 50 cents each for a croissant because I can usually get them marked down and they go pretty quick in our house. Hubby and my son just like to eat them as they are, and then sometimes I'll do toasted croissants with ham, cheese and pineapple, so then we need the tins of pineapple because we pretty much have none. Raw sugar is becoming one of those staples that I need in the house all the time, and doing this one-handed was just a near on impossible, so we'll throw that into the trolley. I kind of all filmed this a little bit back to front as well because I'd already put some things in the trolley and then went, hey, let's do a come shop with me, so some things probably won't make any sense. So life as a content creator, what can I say? I did see this bread box and thought, ooh, that could be tempting because a loaf is then under $2 and it's multigrain, but I don't have a very good tin, and I'm thinking about getting one of those bread tins off of Temu because they have the lid on it so you can make a square loaf, but I want to make sure that I have enough shopping to do on Temu to make it worth it, if that makes any sense. Having a look at the noodles that are also here on the shelf because they are shelf stable and they're just really good to have in the cupboard. And then I grabbed a couple of cans of coconut cream. I end up putting one back. I have none in the cupboard and I really like a satay type chicken dish, so I'm going to try and bulk cook a few little side things so I can just reheat for Tuesday night when we do chicken and rice, because it's just a little bit easier for everyone to have their own chicken, if that makes any sense. So I don't really like meal planning in some areas, but I don't mind doing 1 or 2 things, portion control. I grabbed the oil, which I end up, I think, putting back later on down the track. I grabbed a couple of cinnamon sugars, and again, I think I put one back. Grab some wheat biscuits. Kira every now and again will have some, and so the box that I have had in the cupboard forever and a day is finally dwindling down, and I had quite a few last week. You know how you just get into that habit of wanting to eat certain foods, and so now I think there's only about 1 or 2 rows left. So my theory with stockpiling usually is as soon as something is open, I have to make sure there's a backup there. So I thought, let's just grab a whole packet, and then if it sits there now forever and a day, so be it. Apple juice, pretty standard. I try and get 2 every time I go shopping, and I got margarine as well. I'm sure this has come down in price. I'm sure this used to be $3.80 when I bought it, only in the last rounds of shopping, and now it's $3, so I'm happy with that. Going to get some paper towels. They haven't had any here forever, and I noticed that they've gone from the blue and white packaging now to the Coles Simply brand, so it looks like they are changing over their home brand packaging and things like that. I am always on the lookout for this baking paper, and I wait till it's half price, and the next time it's half price I will be buying about 6 boxes so they carry us over, because the last sale that they had, I think I missed it, and I just don't want to be in that position again. A bag of rice. I have no idea what our rice situation is like. I know that there are some 1 kilo bags somewhere in the pantry, and that's also my next thing that I need to get into the pantry and pull everything out again, because it has been working really well for us. But yeah, I've no idea where we're at, and I think that's something I need to get into the habit of doing. Grabbing some tinned tomatoes, the crushed ones. I love a whole tin in the 500 grams of mince just to add a little bit extra of liquid. And also the plant-based mince that Kira has, it's very thirsty and it needs a lot of liquid, so often for just the small, I think it's 400 grams per packet. It needs a whole 800 gram tin. And also some passata, because it just helps give a good rich base to when I make the lasagna sauce. And also the passata is really good for the pizza bases when I make my son his mini pizzas. I had to laugh by aisle 4. I was pretty much all done and I'd hit my budget, but I still walked up and down a couple of aisles to have a look to see if visually anything jumped out at me. And then I remembered that we don't have any ham at home. So I bought some ham. I've sacrificed the oil to buy a packet of ham because I also forgot, I don't know how much the bananas are going to be, so I'm definitely over the $60 spend. I thought about getting some bacon because we went through the last lot pretty quickly, but I think I pushed to use it as well to make sure that it didn't go off. So maybe I'll put that on the list for next time, because everything that I have in the trolley so far is a kind of need, because I've only got one left in the pantry and I'm trying to sort of do stockpiles and get a good base going. So yeah, I'm just about to go put the oil back, and then just digging through the trolley to show you, I picked up these pork sausages because they were on markdown. I'm going to make some sausage rolls with them for my son. He really likes them. And I cook them all, and then I'll divide them up and then I'll freeze them, and then that's another food thing that he can have. I really need to sit down also and do a big menu planning so I can figure out who, what, where, how. Also in the trolley is a crunchy peanut butter. I don't show you it on shelf. I thought I had it. It was on clearance for $2.75, and of course it was the only one there, so I grabbed it because I love my crunchy peanut butter. This ice cream I saw was on clearance for $5, and although probably it's not worth the wait for $5, still the tag was talking to me. So I always stand there and look and think, maybe if I stare at it long enough, a product will manifest. Yeah, like I said, I don't want it, but I always want to see what it is. So next I'm just showing you what I did end up leaving behind. I said to the person at the checkout, sorry, can I just leave these with you? I'm over my flybuy spend. I'm playing the game and I don't want to spend any more than I have to, because I will catch these up on the next round. And she said, yeah, no worries. So I had bought 2 packets of carrots, so I just grabbed one, and this one I leave. One of the cinnamon sugar, one of the pineapple, one of the coconut cream, and I've left the paper towels because I can, as I said, pick them up on my daughter's spend because we still have her account left to go. So this is my spend for today with the receipt. You can see everything that's there, and then of course at the end is a little congratulations message. It's always such a relief to see that, to make sure that you've done everything right. So stay tuned next week for the follow-up spend, and then we will still have the Woolworths spend to go the following week after that. Thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate you guys, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.